Captain Jock needed a new keyboard. He got a new keyboard. It's the Razer Blackwidow Ultimate 2014. Hey everyone, Reclaimer here.
And this is Jock.
It's kind of creepy. Alright, so we're here doing a review of an overview of the Razer Blackwidow Ultimate 2014 edition. Jock was in the market for a new keyboard. Why don't you go ahead and show him your old keyboard, Jock?
Well, let me bring over this bad boy. This is the Logitech. I don't really know anything about it. It was $30. Kind of expensive for a generic keyboard. It was awesome though, and it's treated me well, but I wanted a new one. I went with Razer.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Reclaimer.
He went with Razer. So, Razer Blackwidow Ultimate 2014.
The custom Razer keys feel better than the Cherry MX Red switches in the Logitech G710, I think.
Yeah, and that all, of course, depends on the type of key switches you like, but these have that nice clicky feel and response to them. You definitely can hear it when you're typing, which will show you what that's like in a little bit. But let me just give you some quick specs on this. So these are fully programmable keys with 5 additional macro keys or gaming keys, whatever you want to call them, and you can actually record macros on the fly with the macro button up here, dedicated. It also comes with nice, I guess, variety of lighting modes. We have it on the brightest one right now. We'll show you what it looks like when it's off.
Which is extremely bright in darkness, and I have to turn it down or else it hurts my little eyes.
There you go. Easy access, quote-unquote, media keys. I mean, these are like your plays and your pauses and your volume. I wish it had a volume rocker or slider, but that's besides the point.
Like the Logitech.
Like the Logitech. Mechanical key architecture, again, it has 10 key rollover, so if you feel like pressing a whole bunch of keys at once, you have 10 key rollover. Audio out and microphone in jacks on the side, so you have a USB pass-through over here. You definitely have a lot of custom, you can customize like how you want this to be raised up or down. It has a couple different positions, which we'll show you. There is no room or no included wrist mat or wrist guard, which is kind of odd. The weight to it feels pretty darn nice. This is a nice constructed keyboard.
It's really, really, really good. Like, you could bend it and it won't break at all. It's very good construction.
Yes.
Construction.
So a little bit about these key switches. So they've got 50 grams of actuation force. It's according to Razer, a 60 million keystroke lifetime. I guess they tested that in the lab, I would assume. There's a gaming mode option, which I'm assuming turns off like the Windows key, so you don't like get out of your game while you're in game. And that's really like the big features of this keyboard. If I go onto the feel of it, like Jock said earlier, this is a nice premium feeling keyboard. There's barely any give to this at all. I'm trying pretty hard to move this, and it's not really giving.
What's really nice is when you're in game and you need to like quickly press something, if you get really used to the keyboard, you can feel where the action comes in, so you don't have to actually click down as hard as you can to click it. You could just tap it a little bit and it'll register.
One of the nice features of a mechanical keyboard. I mean, the build quality feels nice. The key switches feel pretty good. The typing feels nice, and we can show you that. I mean, they are a little loud, but you know that's kind of what you would expect from this type of mechanical key switch. The braided cable back here is pretty darn nice. It's pretty thick. Does this use one USB port or two, Jock? Two USB ports. Okay, so this is going to take up 2 USB ports on your gaming machine, which should not be a problem. I mean, in terms of like the key layout, it's pretty basic. It's pretty standard. You don't have a crap ton of macro keys, so if you're like an MMO gamer, you might want some more macro keys. I can tell you right now, this is definitely built, I think, with FPS in mind.
I tried out the Logitech G710 or G107, whatever it is, and it just felt a little muddy. And I went to Best Buy. I'm talking to you. I wanted to try out the Corsair Vengeance, but you said I couldn't take it out of the box, but I did anyways, and I hated it, so I went with the Razer.
That was the Corsair Vengeance K70, right?
That was the Corsair Vengeance, whatever it is.
K70. Okay. Yeah, so, and the K70 is, you know, one of the nicest reviewed keyboards. you know, that are at this price point. I mean, you can also, like, if you're looking to spend a little more on a mechanical keyboard, you might want to look at like a Ducky Shine or something like that. But if you're looking at something in the $100 price point, this is where this keyboard and like the Corsair Vengeance come into play.
Price may vary.
Prices may vary. Swag. There's, of course, typical Razer swag with like documentation and stickers and stuff. The packaging, as always, is extremely nice. I almost feel like I wonder if Razer puts a little bit too much money into this nice, really good-looking, clean packaging.
What I really like is the opening here where you can click the, even if it's just the regular up, down, left, right keys, you can actually try out the keys, whereas other companies don't put anything, and then you have to open the box in the store.
It's really tough if you're looking to get into a mechanical keyboard. Like, if you don't live near a place that has them out on display, you really have to go off of like YouTube, and it's kind of really tough when you don't know exactly what feel you like for your key switches. I mean, there's like all these different cherries out there. There's MX Reds, Blues, browns, whites, blacks, and then there's these different proprietary key switches now. So like these, again, these are the Razer key switches. So yeah, in general, the Razer Blackwidow Ultimate 2014 edition seems to be a really good buy if you are an FPS gamer in the market for about $100 to $150 mechanical keyboard. You like the clicky feel of the key switch. You like to have basic features like your USB pass-through, your headset jack, your microphone jack, and not much else. You get the backlit keys, not much customizing of the backlit keys, but you get those, and you get a nice, solid, quality build keyboard. I definitely think if you're in the market and you're in that price point, this is probably something you don't want to discount. If you're looking for something to compare it to, I would go ahead and try looking at the Corsair Vengeance K70. That's one of the top rated mechanical gaming keyboards. And then if you're looking at a higher price point, you probably want to look at a Ducky Shine. But that being said, I think this is definitely worth your time, probably worth your money. Jock, any parting thoughts since it's your keyboard?
I don't know. I gamed with it for about an hour, and I really like the responsiveness. Only time will tell if it holds up, because I know the other Razer Blackwidow keyboards didn't really hold up that well in durability. But apparently these hold up really well, so I guess time will
be the judge.
Yes.
Time will be the judge. Well,
yes, Reclaimer.
That's pretty much it for this. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and share and subscribe so you can get all the awesome content that 2XP is putting out lately. Until next time, this is Reclaimer
and Jock. Goodbye.
Goodbye.